All right, what's up everyone? It's Brady here with Gonzandoak and Nova Training. Just got done with class and so we made it to the gym. In this video, I think you're really gonna like it. We're gonna talk about how to bring up weak points on your physique. And no, I'm not gonna just say, exercise more, do that body part more. That's stupid. We're actually gonna dive into the science of workload and volume training and all things like that. So I think you're gonna really enjoy it. That's gonna be a little bit in the video, but first we're gonna knock out this bench day. It is Monday, it is heavy bench day. So I'm on week 3 of my bench press program and I'm gonna show you what it's like and then we're gonna get this video going, so let's go. All right, so now you're checking out my video from today's bench footage. So today I had to hit a heavy single at 315 and now typically it wouldn't have gone this slow. So just keep in mind that typically with my bench programming, I don't expect to have to put this much effort into my heavy singles. Although I do love hitting heavy singles because I know that it helps me personally just stay accustomed to heavier weight. And I've seen that produce a lot more results in my bench press training doing heavy singles. Typically, yeah, I wouldn't have to try that hard to get it though. So usually it shouldn't be that difficult. After that, I dropped the weight to 285 and I did 4 sets of 3. This is pretty challenging, but it felt pretty good. I didn't have to try super hard to get it, didn't have to grind too many reps. So yeah, overall pretty great workout. But now let's get to the part of the video that you came here for. I think you're gonna find it really interesting. If you haven't already, like the video and we'll see you in my office. All right, what's up? We are back from the gym in my office and we're gonna get into some really interesting information here. So I'm gonna try to go quick. I wanna keep this entertaining, but I want this to be really informative as well. And just know that what I'm about to teach you, a lot of it comes from Dr. Mike Israetel. There are a lot of great scientists out there that bring a lot of really great information to the table regarding the science behind volume and workload training and things like that. But specifically I wanna talk about Dr. Mike Israetel and his way of explaining things because quite honestly, I think it's very easy to understand and I want you guys to understand this as well as possible. But without further ado, let's get straight to the science behind growing lagging muscle groups. All right, so we are at the whiteboard now. There's a few definitions I want to go over to help you understand this as good as possible. We have right here the MEV. This stands for minimal effective volume. This is talking about the minimal volume in sets per week that you need to grow your muscles. So if you're below the MEV, you are not growing, probably shrinking. And if you're above the MEV, then you are growing effectively. Next, we have the MRV. This stands for the maximal recoverable volume, which is pretty straightforward. This is the maximum amount of sets or volume that you can do per week and still recover from. If you go over this number, you're gonna have issues with recovery. And so we wanna make sure that we never go over our MRV. So down here, we have a little graph. Over here, this stands for sets per week. And down here we have muscle groups. Notice that I don't have any like certain numbers or anything or muscle groups, any specific muscle groups, because I'm just trying to be general and explain a concept. Now you might be thinking, in order to grow a muscle group the most effectively, we should just do the MRV or the maximal recoverable volume every single week. So if we did that, imagine this, that every single muscle group we just maxed out everything and that would work, right? That would be very effective. And the answer is no. And that's why if you have a lagging muscle group, let's say right here, you can't simply just do more, okay? Because then you would run into an issue with your maximal recoverable volume, but also a concept that we're gonna talk about now is called systemic volume. This is the total volume for your entire body. And by maximizing every single muscle group to your MRV, you are then too high for your systemic volume. And you're gonna run into issues with your full body recovery and actually see negative results in the gym, which we don't want. So what do we wanna do? First, we need to identify our MEV and our MRV. Let's say that this line represents our MRV and this line represents our MEV. Now we need to make sure that we don't affect our systemic volume in a negative way. So let's make sure that all of our muscle groups are working enough to be above our MEV. But then the muscle groups that are lagging, let's add more volume and max out those. And everything else can be enough where we're gonna see results, but it's not gonna affect our systemic volume. So essentially what we wanna do is we wanna actually decrease the volume of the muscle groups that might not need it as much and increase the volume in the muscle groups that need the special attention. So you might be thinking, why would I lower my volume? Because I still wanna grow. But because you're still above your MEV or your minimal effective volume, you are still going to grow. But we're just gonna put that special care into the muscle groups that need it. So for an example, let's say that you have small biceps, but your chest, your back are fine. Let's lower the volume for your chest and your back, still so they're growing, but then let's increase the volume on your biceps. This way, we're gonna have an effective training program that doesn't negatively impact our systemic volume, but we're still working our muscles all in an optimal and effective way. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoy this video. If you found it informative, leave a thumbs up, leave your thoughts in the comments below, tell us what you think, and we will see you in the next video.